Good morning everyone, it's Joker, and today we are back with another slime video, and today we're going to be going over everything that came with this newest update, just the event-wise, because there are a few different things that have happened that I feel like we need to talk about in order to make sure everyone understands what they should be doing and what comes from where. Because we have two new free-to-play units and not just one, their dupes do come from separate events. So no face cam because I want to make sure that the entire screen is visible, that way nobody can miss anything. So first off, we've got the normal school event, like the story event that we always get during a meta, and then we have the next beat down battle, which is essentially Tempered Edge, but not Tempered Edge. So these are the two events that you should be playing. We'll go with the school life event first. This is pretty standard. It's really no different as far as playability. You play the event, you got beginner, normal, and expert. You can now parallel process this expert stage 15 times though, instead of the normal 10, which I mean is great. I mean, I don't have enough stamina to actually parallel process it 15 times without adding more. But it does, make things a little bit easier, because right now I'm currently doing it, and by the time I'm done with this video, I'll probably be done. So, I mean, I do like it. Period 6 still has these missions for clearing it. I'm almost done with those to get ore for GOBTA's gear. But this is no different. The milestone rewards, though, are slightly different. So if we go through, the amount of coinage you get is actually lower than normal from the previous, the pastry chef event. It's like cut in half almost, but in exchange, everything in the shop and everything in the milestone is also cut in half. So I mean, it's reasonable. But you get these flip ticket cards, which we will go over shortly. We get a full multi on the current banner for GOBTA, not GOBTA, but Rimuru and Diablo. And then if we go all the way down, we start getting a lot of Chloe protection dupes. 35 of them. 35 of her dupes just from the milestone. It goes all... When does she stop? When does she stop? She stops at 85,000, and we're currently at 11.7, so it's going to be a while. Obviously, this event is around for a month, so don't expect to get her 100 immediately. But that is where we will get most of our dupes for Chloe. All right, most of them. Not all of them, because they are, I believe, giving us enough to get her to 120, if I'm not mistaken. Because we get 35 here, and then we also get 30 from the flip tickets. So that's quite a few dupes right there. But I could be wrong, and it could just be level 100, and then we'll do math later. However, the flip tickets, let's go and check that out. Flip card event. So every so often you'll get these green tickets from the milestone or from the event shop, and you can choose a whole bunch of different rewards, and the amount of times you can choose things is based on the level of your card. Jack, Queen, King, and Ace. Ace lets you choose 4 options, 3, 2, and then 1 for the Jack, I believe. So let's go ahead and do a few of these. The event, I think the actual choosable options stay the same. It's just that how many times can you pick something. So let's pick that one. What do we get? We get an Ace. All right, cool, awesome. We get to choose 4 items off this. So yeah, this event shop is static, right? I've already done this once. I've chosen 2 Chloe dupes. So there's only 20 dupes in here. So let's change that number. 20 Chloe dupes instead of 30. But then we have 30 emblems. We have the big rocks, the EX blocks, which I mean is great, because not everybody buys the packs. Not everybody has a bunch of these tickets lying around for this, and EX stuff is becoming more and more common. So that's nice. We have the Reforge ore, which whoop-de-doo. We've got cores for gear of all typings, GOBTA ore, and then flashback crystals, 3,000 of them. So I mean, this would be a lot worse if it was only this, but thankfully there is also an event shop, so they brought both of them. So we're gonna choose all the Chloe dupes, because I just want to get her up to as far as max possible. So okay, so we have 4 Chloe dupes now, and then we'll do it again, and we'll choose this corner card. What do we get? We get, oh wow, we're on a roll. All right, we get another Ace. So we get another 4 pick option, and yeah, we're just gonna choose Chloe again. We're just gonna clear Chloe's dupes out. So yeah, that's how this works. Now, like I said, when we first saw this, we're like, oh crap, this is going to be the event shop. Thankfully, it's not, because there is an event shop just for the school life, and that has another ticket multi for the Diablo Rimuru banner. It has the medium and low enhancement skills for Chloe, more GOBTA ore, more flip tickets, and these are unlimited, so you can just buy them until you clear the shop out. And then the rest of it is standard event shop stuff, which also includes flashback crystals. So you're not only limited to getting crystals from the flip card, you can also get them here, which is great. All this event stuff, 15 times for these, cool. 10 and 20, they looks like they upped this. They've upped like the exchange limit of everything, which, I mean, yeah, is awesome. So that's great. So next up, the other things that you get from the School Life event, you do get the Awakening Flames for GOBTA's gear from the milestone rewards. It's also in here, buried deep. So that's something. Now let's go over what you actually have to use to get the boost, because it is not, like, this is a water meta, but it's not water units that are giving you a buff, right? So we have Diablo and Rimuru, Chloe, and GOBTA. They are giving you extra event points because they are part of the new meta, right? But after that, it is not water units. You're fighting a water unit, so which means that in the end, wind units are also going to give you maximum point percentage for 10%, 10%, 10%. Octagram units at level 80 will get you 10%, and dupes will get you another percentage. And then also units that belong to Shizu's Will, which, I mean, are going to be the kids. It's going to be like Space Yuki. I don't think Water Alice is on it, but let's check it out. So Guy, Primal Demon, also gets the buff. So you're a wind unit, you get a buff. You're a new unit, you get a buff. You're Primal Demon, you get the buffs. You are Shizu's Will, you get 6% because you're a 3-star unit. Wind units straight up get 10%, and then it goes down with their rarity. You are part of Shizu's Will, so you get 10% right there. Does Water Alice get it? Water Alice does not get it. She's not on any of the categories. And then Octagram units, there's Space Yuki, there's Wind unit, there's Octo. So instead of using straight water units, because you see none of them, if they don't fit the categories, they don't have the buffs, Wind, Octagram, Shizu's Will, and Primal Demons are the units you want to use to get the most out of your event buff, alongside the brand new units, if you have them. I mean, everyone should have Chloe, and everyone will have GOBTA, so at least you get a little bit of a buff there. Because I think GOBTA at 88 is giving me 24%, Chloe at 68 is giving me 22%. So, I mean, you can still get an okay buff right here. But this is the team I'm running. They all fit, they're all, matching something, right? So that's probably the most important thing to go over. Not using straight water units, you gotta use wind. You're going against a water enemy. You gotta pay attention to that. Now let's go into beat down battle, something that I have not attempted too much except from what I've done on stream, and they have made a few differences, because one, the first time clear reward is a GOBTA dupe, which, cool, alright. This also goes up, we get all the difficulty levels now, but after EX2 it becomes Inferno 1, 2, and 3. So there's no longer EX3, 4, and 5 for this. It's Inferno difficulty 1, 2, and 3, which I've heard can be a bitch. We have yet to experience that. So once we get there, we get there. The missions, there's normal missions that gives the event shop for Beatdown Battles event shop. So it's a separate shop apart from the School Life shop, and it has other things related to GOBTA in there. So Beatdown Battle. Also in the news, it says that this event will return in the future. So unlike the Pastry Chef one where I didn't see that note, this one will come back in the future. I don't know when. I don't know if it'll be immediately added or something else. There'll be a new tab for Beatdown Battles, maybe. But let's go ahead and now check out the shop. One other thing to note is that you can parallel process this event now. You could not parallel process the old beatdown, but you can parallel process this beatdown battle, because there are missions related to parallel processing it like 50 times on the bingo board. So it's nice. I mean, obviously, if you don't have the highest EP, you can't parallel process like Inferno, but it's still. I mean, you can get the event currency off of the parallel process, which we can now go into the shop. And then we have the Beatdown Battle Bazaar, where we have the new 5-star Rainbow Moat, which is used to awaken old units to, above 100. We have Protection Shard for just 1. We have more GOBTA dupes, Platinum Hammers, Gold Hammers, Reforge Ore. All of GOBTA's enhancement skills. So the rainbows, the golds, the silvers, they're all here right off the bat. And then coin, gold. So I mean, it's actually a really good shop. It gives you everything for GOBTA, it gives you hammers. These are probably the worst thing in here besides gold. But everything else is usable. These are brand spanking new. So this is great. And I think that about does it for everything that is event-wise that you need to keep in mind. So we got GOBTA dupes, Chloe dupes, the flip card, the 2 events. Yeah. Also, actually, before we go, the gear for GOBTA is actually like, it's actual good gear. It's like 6-star gear. Like full-on 6-star. Because like the old free-to-play units, it's 5-star awaken. This you're going to get up to full, like, 6-star awakening. It's going to take the same amount of materials as, like, this broadsword or these jackets, but it does mean the gear is inherently stronger. So, like, Sufia's defense gear caps at 1167, GOBTA's at 990 already. So the fact that he's going to get probably to 120 or somewhere close to that, or you could do it if you wanted, but his gear will also be 6-star awaken, which means it's going to have 739 instead of Sufia's 484, is going to make things a lot stronger for GOBTA by himself. So that's great. But that about covers it as far as the new events go in the game. Make sure to do everything. Make sure to do the flip cards. I really enjoyed the flip card is separate from the event bazaar. Makes things easier to get flashback crystals for newer players. There will be an event coming later on in the month where you can start getting the old dupes for characters. For the free-to-play units, so you can take them above level 100. So we'll be awaiting that because we need, 25 dupes to get them to 120. So we'll be awaiting that event. I will be getting, I don't know if it'll be choosable or if it'll be random dupes. We don't know yet, but that is coming in the future. But that is everything that this meta has brought as far as event-wise currently. So make sure to do everything, make sure to parallel process everything, and get these missions done, get the bingo board done. Oh, the bingo board, right. Let's talk about that before we go. So, I'm on the second stage of it. I haven't built this building yet, which I completely blew my mind about, so I'm probably just going to add a building slot and do that. But build the Guidance Academy, get Chloe to 80, you get more of these, because the login bonus no longer has this there. And also, the shop didn't have a blueprint either. So you're going to get these just from the bingo board, because they're taking away, like, dupes for Chloe and GOBTA and putting in these instead. And then the final board will probably be octagram emblems. So that is another thing to note. But now I believe that's it. I'll have a separate video out today going over EX units and what makes them different and explaining forces. And then tomorrow, Wednesday, will be the showcase for Rimuru, and then following those videos will be like Diablo and all that. But I want to make sure that everyone is up to date and knows what is coming and what is here and what differences there are for this meta. But that's it from me, guys. Take it easy, and I'll see you later.